What's up guys, this is Lucas and welcome to my first YouTube video. Now this is actually the first video of a whole video series in which we're going to be building an app from scratch. So we're going to be going through the process of developing the idea to actually building the product and then finally launching the product. Now before diving right into the product itself, what it's going to be all about, I want to give you a little bit of background information on what actually led me to start this project in the first place. And yeah, let's do that. Now, if you look at different companies and especially at the ideas behind them or the ideas with which they succeeded, I personally find it to be helpful to divide that into two categories. Now, the first category features ideas which emerged from leap innovations. Those are companies like Google, which could only emerge because of the uprise of the internet in 2000. It's also what we're currently seeing with blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies. Now, that second category, which is what we're going to be focusing on in this video series, features ideas which have kind of been overlooked on the way, so to speak. So those are essentially ideas which are quite similar to already existing products, at least at first glance. And a perfect example of this is Slack. Slack is actually quite similar to WhatsApp at first glance, and if you aren't really using it heavily, you barely see the difference. Another very prominent example is Instagram and Facebook. I think if you'd explained Instagram to someone before the app was launched, a lot of people would have just said that's just like Facebook. And that's what this category is all about. It's all about ideas or products that appear to be very similar but are still actually quite different. Now, there are three reasons why this category is particularly interesting. Reason number one, you usually don't have to make any technological breakthrough or anything in order to build the product. Most of the issues that are going to arise during building the product have already been dealt with by other people, so you can just usually go on the internet and look up the problem and then find an adequate solution for it. Reason number two, there's no need to adopt for users. So since these products are so similar to already existing products, your potential users are already used to the way your product works. So for instance, with Instagram, people already knew how social media worked. They already knew they could like other people's stuff, and that essentially allows this product to grow much faster. Maybe a little illustration of my point. If you're looking at Slack, after just 2 years, they already had 30,000 teams using it and were valued at over $1 billion. They're the fastest growing enterprise software ever. And on the other hand, blockchain has been around since around 2009. And fun fact, Bitcoin's 10th birthday was actually just about a month ago. If we're looking at the situation right now, I think we can all agree that we are still pretty far away from mass adoption here. And that is because people first need to create some sort of trust before they are ready to use it. And that problem isn't there for applications like Slack or Instagram. And the third point, which is you're going to have very little competition. And now, because again this product is so similar to already existing products, most people won't even bother building it. Now, you're not going to be the first person to have that idea probably, but all those people who already had the idea just thought, okay, it's kind of like that application, so it's not worth pursuing. And that's what makes it so great, actually. Now, very often the best ideas are the ones which sound pretty bad at first. So you're kind of trying to find an element in the intersection of all ideas which are good but sound bad, which is kind of a little bit contradictory. but that's why it's so hard finding a good idea. Now, back to the product. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, I woke up one morning and I remembered an idea I've had about 2 or 3 years ago, or maybe it was 4. I don't even remember, but it was some time ago, and I could distinctly remember that back then I didn't do it because it was kind of like a few applications which already existed. So I did what most people would have done, so I thought, okay, it's not worth pursuing because it's so similar to those products, and I didn't pursue it. Now, after taking a closer look at this idea, it's actually a perfect fit for this second category. So I thought, okay, let's give this a try. Now, to no longer beat about the bush, here is the idea. Okay, so it's a voting app. And it's essentially very similar to what you can do with YouTube polls or Twitter polls. But it's a distinct application built entirely around this concept of voting. And the core idea is to make it as easy as possible for users to exchange opinions. Making it very easy to create content, to tell other people your opinion, and also making it very easy to see other people's opinions. Now, to make this a little more interesting, we're gonna make this a 1-week challenge, meaning that I'll only have 7 days to completely build the entire product. And I'll be uploading videos, I'll be documenting everything, and I'll be uploading videos on a daily basis, or at least I'll try to upload videos on a daily basis. And that's pretty much it for this video. Now, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you get notified when I'm uploading the next video tomorrow. In tomorrow's video, we're going to be looking mainly at the design. We're going to be doing the entire user interface, and yeah, it's going to be great. So definitely stay tuned and see you tomorrow.